Can trading make you rich? The answer is yes, absolutely. I'm going to give you a different take on this today, but I think there's a couple of points you do need to think about if you want to really start a trading and investing career. It's like anything else in life. Do you want to be good at driving a car? You need to practice. You need education. Do you want to be good at something like art, or maybe you go to university, get a college degree, 3 years, and then you just educated, and then you need to go to the work. And how many years has it taken for you to master a profession that you're in? Maybe you want to be good at surfing. Well, surfing, I've been surfing for many years now, and holy moly, it's difficult to learn, right? It takes time, it takes practice. It's not as easy as just getting onto the surfboard, paddling out, or getting into the car and driving the car. You would crash. You need education. You need to do this properly. You always need to have a strategy when you're trading and investing, exactly like anything else in life. You want to be good at marketing, you need to use a marketing strategy. You want to be good at sales, you need to have a sales strategy. It's whatever you do in life. Trading is no different. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not easy, but it's quite simple. You just need to follow the rules, you need to follow what you're doing, and you need to follow a proven concept and find, the easiest way to really make this a success is to find a coach and a mentor to guide you on this journey, to show you what they've done so you can learn much faster. So if we resonate with you, we would love to teach and teach you how to do this properly. Now, let me go through some of the fundamentals here. For me, for example, just to take you back a little bit, you can watch a video of my story here, but I started in 2014. It took me 2 years to lose 70% of my account. Then I educated myself through investment mastery, and now for over 5 years I've been since middle of 2016, I've been averaging 4.53% a month. So you can do the math there. It's between 50 and 60% compounded a year, but I also managed to turn 4,000 into several hundred thousand in a couple of years with cryptos. And now just a month or so ago, I made over 8%, right? So 8,000 on my account. But I made hundreds of thousands now in trading. I'm gonna say that it is definitely possible to become rich at trading and investing, but I've been doing this 20 minutes or an hour, a lot more, but I would say on average maybe between 1 and 2 hours a day for the last few years. And I'm gonna continue to do so. So you don't need to put 8 hours a day in, but the more time you put in, the faster you learn, the more money you can make, like with anything in life. But it is crucial that you have a strategy that where you don't act on emotions. Emotions is one of the number one killers of everyone's accounts. So you probably heard, 80% loses money trading. How can we make it work? Because most people, they just go in and they press a button and then they're traders. Maybe they're lucky and they make some money, but eventually gonna lose it all. If you have read the book Richest Man in Babylon, make sure you do. But they say if you violate the laws of universe and laws of money, you will lose your money. If you're looking to make money quick, you will lose your money. If you are trading and investing without education, you will lose your money. That's just how it is at the end of the day. You can still be lucky, but you do need to educate yourself in order to make money long term and really become rich with trading. So in order for you to become rich at trading, you need to have a strategy that tells you when to get in, when to get out with a loss, when to get out with a profit, how much money to invest, and also when to enter the market. And of course with certain rules. So you need to know this before you even place a trade. So that takes the emotions out. Exactly like you go into a car, you need to know the destination. You need to have a seatbelt. You need to know that everything in the car is working before you drive away. Otherwise, there might be an accident, right? And it's the same with trading and investing. Most people think, I need to learn more about the market. I need to have more technical analysis, more fundamental analysis. There's something I don't know, therefore I am losing money. That is not true. You do need to have the foundational information. I was in those shoes once. I just learned 40 different strategies, nothing worked, and I didn't realize it was me that was not working. It was not really the strategies. So I went from strategy to strategy, but now I realize that it's not so much about. And Mark Douglas and several others are saying the same thing in their books about mindset. So I'm going to speak about the mindset of things here. If you have a strategy, you know some technical analysis, you know some fundamental analysis, it will work over time. But the challenge is that most people focus on the wrong things. If you ever have found yourself focusing on, for example, that you want to avoid losses, I'm going to become the best trader, I'm never going to lose. you're setting yourself up to fail. And the thing is, if you're focusing on not losing, you're still focusing on losing, and you will end up losing. You need to come to a point where you can actually lose a trade with the same ease as you're placing a trade. It's super easy to place a trade. You place a trade like, I'm gonna make millions, and then you end up losing, and you feel bad, you feel terrible, you hate your life because you're losing money from trading. But the thing is, if you can just realize that it's part of the game, it's part of the journey, you will lose some, you will win some. But you do need to have a few crucial steps here. Cut your losses. We only risk 1% on each trade. Let your profits run. We try to make at least 3 times as much as we're risking. Have your ratios work for you, so you always make 3, 4, 5 times as much as you're risking. If you watch my videos, I never risk more than 1%. Very important. Then another thing is crucial here. You need to work on your mindset. It's very rare it's a strategy problem, it's a mindset problem. You need to come to a point where you can, this is the one biggest thing most people are losing is because they can't handle losses. Because they think they can trade without having losses. So they trade for revenge, like, oh, I'm gonna get back at you, right? They lose one, they're gonna get back, and then they lose another one, they're gonna get their money back, and they end up just in a downward spiral, and then their account is empty. So you need to come to a point where you just take the losses like, yeah, okay, great, now I'm closer to a win. So the fear of losing is the number one thing that is holding people back. And how do you get rid of that? Well, it is all practice. You need to back test. You need to really find your strategy, look back in history and see how has it performed over time. Me, for example, I've placed hundreds of trades. I know if I just keep placing the trades, following my strategy, then I'm going to make money over time. So yes, you can be rich with trading. Now, I'm going to tell you this as well. There is a difference between a good trade, a losing trade, and a bad trade. A good trade can be a winning or a losing trade because you're following your strategy. But a bad trade is a trade, no matter if you're winning or losing, is a trade when you go out of the strategy. You could be lucky in the short term, but the bad trades will make sure you lose money over time. To summarize, yes, you can be rich trading and investing, but make sure you get a strategy, make sure you get education, and make sure you do not act on emotions. And you do need to get rid of the fear of losing. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and the content in this. I'm really passionate about this because it's the number one thing we want to teach our clients. So if you enjoyed this content, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, press that alarm bell, and comment below. Have you gotten to the stage where you do not fear losing?